Hello, everybody. I'm Matt.
And I'm Maggie.
And we are...
Hopefully awesome.
That's right. A positive place on the internet where we learn out about all the geeky things we love. And this week's geeky thing is... Smallville. You may have noticed I had to move the iPad out so that you could see I was still wearing my Superman shirt. This is what? A dozen weeks running now? We've not forgotten to wear these. They're fine. They're fine. We've washed them. They smell okay. If this is your first time watching, this is our weekly Smallville Rewatch podcast, where we go week by week recapping every episode of Smallville. We are currently on season 1, episode 13. That's right. We have finally passed the halfway point. So, you know, all the bad stuff's behind us, Maggie. Surely there can't be any more bad episodes in the future. Surely they've got it all figured out. I mean, today's episode is all about Whitney, so that's got to be great, right? Obviously, right? I mean, because, you know, Whitney, he's just hanging out with those OLDMAN. They are some old mans, let me tell you, that he's hanging out with in this.
Just changed it to MEN.
Well, but I wanted it to be a reference to Kesha's dinosaur song.
It still would have worked.
Hey, if you want to know why I'm talking about Kesha's dinosaur song, then check out the pre-show over at patreon.com/hopefullyawesome. But enough of that stuff, Maggie, because now it's time. And what time is it? It's the time of the day when we're going back to Smallville.
Man. OLDMAN. Am I spelling that right? OLD.
I keep feeling like I'm saying damn. But it's old man.
Yeah.
So
no, you're spelling it right. It's because you're spelling two words back to back.
Yeah, I do say DMAN. I keep thinking I'm saying DAMN. OLDAMN. You are an old damn.
Old damn.
Rest in peace, Andy Serkis. All right. This week's episode, Smallville, Season 1, Episode 13, titled Kinetic.
Yeah.
Written by Philip Levins. Not Phyllis.
Philip.
Not to be confused with Phyllis. Jan Levins. And never mind. That joke died. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It took off and it didn't even leave the runway. It just crashed straight into the cow fence. You know, cows are just all around, just mooing all over this plane right now. All right, and I'm sorry. And I, as your captain speaking, we have hit cows. We will be returning to the runway shortly. Thanks. All right. Episode directed by Robert Singer, also known as Bobby Singer from Supernatural. It is not the character Bobby Singer, but the character Bobby Singer from Supernatural was named after Robert Singer, who's the director of this episode. Also an executive producer of Supernatural. And apparently also some Lois and Clark stuff. Yeah. Maybe has something to do with The Boys? Who can say? Original air date. Did I already say that? Did I say the original air date? It was February 26th, 2002.
Oh, I said 2022 there for a second.
Man, can you imagine if this episode was released in 2022?
Right now.
OLDMAN. I am an old man. Maggie, what'd you think? What'd you think about this episode? Yeah?
Yeah.
It's the middle of the road, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, coming off of a straight banger like Superboy.
Yeah.
This definitely feels like a return to Rose Cream. Mm-hmm. Or even, what was it? Kyle and Pat. What are their names? Bob and Kyle. This just definitely man, they're trying real hard to figure out what they're doing with this show. Not the best, not the worst. There's a couple of things in this I liked. I think overall it's forgettable. and maybe could be skipped. I think there's one element that is worth seeing in this season, like in this episode. So it's not like a hard skip, but I mean, it's definitely, you know, if you were short on time, I would not suggest to definitely don't miss Kinetic. All right. Yeah. Do you think this is at all related to the Xbox Kinect?
No.
All right. Let's tell you what. You think about that. Let's dive in to this episode of Smallville. So, everybody, I want you to what?
Watching our child.
Yeah, she's pretty ridiculous right now. It's great. Everybody strap in, all right? We're going to spin a yarn. And where this yarn goes, nobody knows. So follow the nose. Toucan sound.
I don't know.
All right, so we followed the nose all the way to Lex's. We start the episode just straight into it. All right, we are at Lex Luthor's mansion. Mm-hmm. We see it's raining, I think. If memory serves correctly, it's raining.
It is.
We enter Lex's office, and who do we see there? But Chloe Sullivan and Lex Luthor doing a one-on-one Barbara Walters style interview with cameraman Clark Kent. Because if there's anything Clark Kent's known for, it's for his use of a
video
DV camera. Right?
Like a video.
A mini DVD camera. Pretty sure that was a Sony Handycam, but they had to mark through the Sony part because it wasn't officially licensed. So, anyway. We see that, and then, you know, like, Chloe's just asking questions, right? Left and right. She's like, bing, bang, boom. All right? Bing, bang, boom, Lex. And Lex is like, hey, oh, what's that? The phone? Gotta go. I'll be right back. And then he leaves, right? Yeah. And Clark's like, all right, Chloe, take it easy. He's my friend, Chloe. And Chloe's like, you don't understand, Clark. It's a secret. And he's like, well, would I not understand, or is it a secret? And she's like, you wouldn't understand, Clark. It's a secret. And he's like, okay. So then we go outside, and there's this car. What kind of car is it? I don't remember. But there's 3 dudes and a fake arm in this car. All right. And they are getting so amped. They are chugging Monster Energy drinks, listening to POD, and it is on like a leprechaun playing ping pong with Con. All right, like that is how on it is. They are ready. Like, okay, guys, it's go time. The extreme. It's the extreme. Right? And they're like, oh my god, it's the suck zone. Let's go. And then they jump out in a tornado. Right. And so we go back inside, and Chloe is like snooping around, right? And Clark's like, I'm going to go see where Lex is. And Chloe's like, fine, go. And she's just kind of looking around, and oh, what? There's a dude standing there. And oh, what? There's another dude standing there. And oh, what? There's a third dude standing there. And they got bags, Maggie. And where did they come from? I don't know. They got these bags. And Chloe's like, citizen's arrest. And they're like, you idiot. And then they push her through a window. Mm-hmm. Right? And we're all like, oh my god, Chloe's dead. Nope. She's hanging on the banister. And the guys are like, oh my god, we're out of time. We gotta go. Everybody get the hell out of here. You don't want to lose another arm like a Smallville savings and loan, right? Blah! And they leave. And you're like, what? Where'd they go? And so then Clark is walking down the hall. He's like, Chloe, come out to play. And Chloe's like, I'm literally hanging on for my life here, Clark. Please help. He's like, oh, what? And she's like, ah! She just falls. She falls, breaks her leg and arm, and maybe dies. I don't know. But Clark, not fast enough. Not fast enough.
Not good enough.
You know, this scene.
Not good enough.
I don't know if you're aware. This scene has been credited by Mark Webb as being the inspiration for the scene in The Amazing Spider-Man 2 when Andrew Garfield does not catch Gwen.
No.
No, it's not. I'm kidding.
No.
I'm kidding. I mean, God, can you imagine if Mark Webb was like, have you ever seen episode 13 of Smallville? You know, the one with Whitney and the tattoos. You remember that? I was like, no, what are you talking about? He's like, oh, never mind. It's actually from a comic book. Never mind. You wouldn't understand. It's a secret. And then, Clark tries to get to her. He fails, right? And he's standing outside. It's raining. And it's like, what's finding in your heart to let this go away? Let me rest in pieces.
Let me rest in
Somebody
pieces.
save me.
Oh, God. Why'd you sound like the auto-tune dude?
Because opening credits, right? So that happens. Maggie, what a banger of an opening, right?
Straight banger. I'm trying to get my energy up.
Right. I think I got enough energy for both of those.
Are you sure?
No, I really need you to just amp it up.
Okay.
So the next, I don't know, probably the same night. We come back from the opening credits. Clarkston's a little mini zoom away, right? Mm-hmm. And now we're in the hospital. Okay, and Chloe is indisposed.
She looks rough.
Maybe she's in a coma. Maybe she's not. Who can say, right? But Clark, he's just sitting there, and I don't remember. Is he reading to her? Or am I thinking of...
You're thinking of a different show.
Okay, yeah. We don't want to say what I'm thinking of, because that could be spoilers. Yeah, so Clark's just sitting there, and he's like, hey, Chloe, I know you're asleep, but I think you're a really good friend, and I'd really like to talk to you again, Chloe. And whenever you wake up, it's going to be me and you, and we're going to go get 2 jugs of milk, and we're just going to catch up by the screaming horses, Chloe, because I miss you, and I love you, and...
I know where this is going.
And then Lex walks in. He's like, what the fuck was that? Clark? What was that? And he's like, I miss my friend Chloe. She's my only friend. Lex is like, I'm your friend. And he's like, yeah, well, I mean, she's my only friend from Smallville High. He's like, well, what about Pete Ross? And Clark says, who? Who's Pete Ross? Who are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, Lex. And then, Lex is there and he's like, Clark, listen.
You can't save everybody.
Nah, that's not it. He's like, Clark, listen. These robberies have been happening all over Smallville for months. The cops don't know what to do. They come in, it's like they're ghosts or something. Nobody knows how they appear. Yeah. Nobody knows how they disappear. But
they
don't
know how they're getting inside the vaults.
In and out, bing, bang, boom. Okay, they're just some DINOSAURs. All right. They are some OLDMANs. And so Clark's like, well, I don't know what any of that means. And Lake's like, listen, Clark, I'm not telling the police that they stole anything from me. I just want Chloe safe. All right. And Clark's like, well, why don't you tell the police what they took? And he's like, don't worry about it, Clark.
Don't worry about it.
All right. It's a secret. You wouldn't understand.
And anyways, Chloe's medical bills are paid for.
Yeah, because he pisses money, Let's be real. Lex, he owns a crap factory, or he runs it. I don't think he owns it. He
poops money.
Quite the astute observation, Maggie. Oh, my God. All right, so then, Clark's like, oh, God! Oh, and he just leaves, okay?
Is this for school?
He goes to the farm. And, Clark's like, I'm just so mad I could make firewood. And he just starts punching these logs, right?
And he puts on, and while he's punching these logs, he puts on this hat that has 2 jugs of milk on the side. And he sticks the straws in his mouth.
Let me tell you, if you thought you were hard when you were watching Captain America rip those logs, as soon as I thought of that line, I knew I was gonna die.
I'm about to put my hand on your face.
Oh my god. This is going to be another one of those sweating episodes.
Ew.
So Clark, he's just straight banging these logs, all right? Like with his hand. he's hand banging these logs. All right. Like if it was a comic book, the sound effect bubble bang would arrive on this page. Okay. So he's just banging it, right? Just bang, bang. He's just, and I'll maybe he's strong enough with a finger. He could probably just finger bang it for all we know.
Stop it.
I mean, I'm just saying. He's banging these logs. I'm thinking of the right word, right? Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of a different word. Boom. I think it's boom. He's booming, breaking.
Yes, there
he's
you
breaking
go.
these logs. He's finger breaking these logs. My bad. So, yeah, he just splits them right in half, He just gives it good and just splits them right in half. And Jonathan Kent walks in and goes, "Holy hell, Clark! I need firewood, not toothpicks."
The Duke boys are at it again. Clark,
Clark's like, "Listen here, Dad. My friend is in a coma. You piece of shit, Dad. God, go tell your jokes to your freaking horses that don't exist, Dad. They're not real. They're not real, Dad."
They are real. I hear them every night screaming.
Dad, they're not real, Dad.
They are real, Clark.
Go drink your Jim Beam and you're painting your horses, Dad. Dad, no. Stop.
Clark, damn it. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
You're grieving for Chloe. And quit drinking all the milk. We need some.
Listen, milk does the body good, all right? I need calcium. So John, then, they're like, "Listen, Clarky. Listen here, my buddy, my man, my friend, my buddy, my son. Mm-hmm. It's not your fault that Chloe fell to her death, okay? You were there. You're faster as a speeding bullet, but not fast enough to run down 4 flights of stairs, apparently.
Yeah.
So, but it's not your fault. Because, you can't save everybody.
Yeah.
Clark's like, "But maybe I can. Maybe I should have." And Martha's like, "Well, listen, none of this is going to help. So maybe..."
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Sitting around here, jack-a-lacking around with your firewood in your hands, all right? And just finger banging these logs. Like,
stop saying that!
None of this is going to be helpful, okay? So maybe you should put your hands to good use because idle hands are devil's play toys, okay? She's like, you should just go see what you can find out. You got goddamn superpowers, Clark. Get the hell out of this barn and go do something. Go make the world a better place. You want to help so much? Maybe you can't help Chloe, but maybe you can help the next one from happening. Clark's like,
go
right.
Be an investigator.
That's right.
An investigative reporter.
And Jonathan's like, that is a good thing you just said, Martha. And Clark says, "Martha, why did you say that name, Martha?" And then he leaves. And he goes into Main Street, Smallville. All right. And then Jonathan's, Clark's already ran away, right? Yeah. And Jonathan and Martha, they take a beat, and he's like, "So, looks like Clark won't be around for a while. You want to go to Everwood?" I taught Clark everything he knows about finger banging these logs. Let me tell you, Martha. All right. So then Clark, he runs away. He goes to the bank because Lex mentioned a bank, right? Yeah. And him and old Pete Ross, they're just walking down the road.
Pete's like, "What are we looking for? The police won't listen to us. They've already done their stuff. They're not going to tell us anything, Clark."
Yeah. And, Clark's just like, shut up, Pete. All right. I forgot you existed as a character until 10 seconds ago.
Stare straight at the bank.
And Pete's like, oh, there it is. The Kent 1,000-yard stare. When he does this, viewers beware. You're in for a scare. All right. And then what does Clark see? That's weird. You're weirding me out. Maggie. You're weirding me out. Stop. I don't like that. I don't like it. Stop. As what does Clark see? An arm. I mean, I've heard of interest rates. A human arm. I've heard of interest rates being high, but I didn't realize they'd cost you an arm and a leg. Good night, everybody. Bum, 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 Have you ever changed a tire? Here's your sign. So anyway, you got an eyelash.
Salad.
You got an eyelash. I got you. Hey, make a wish.
No.
Or finger or thumb.
Finger thumb.
I don't know where it disappeared. Magic. So then, we go to the flower shop.
Oh my god. Come on, man. Come on.
We're at the flower shop, right? Lana's there. She's just talking to Whitney. Again, here we go again.
You look so tired.
Yeah, well, you'd be tired too, Lana.
Are you working that much at the store?
Listen, Lana, your parents are dead. You wouldn't understand what it's like to have a father.
Damn.
Yeah. That's what Whitney said.
Whitney,
check the transcripts.
You can always talk to me.
Yeah, well, the only thing I want to talk to is this can of beans. So you go get the hell out of my face, Lana. I got to sulk at these beans. What was you gonna say? Would it offend anyone?
I don't know.
Oh God! All right. That's not enough of an answer for me to keep pressing.
It has something to do with the joke you did with the wood earlier.
Okay. I mean, you can. It's about finger banging the wood.
Why would you let Clark go finger bang?
Well, I mean, mine was an innuendo or a double entendre. Yours is just straight, just a straight up. Why don't you go have sex with Clark, Lana? Wow. I like it. I like where your head's at, Maggie. This is good. And so Lana talks to Whitney. Whitney seems distant and mean and leaves. And so Lana enters the Talon, right? And she's there with Nell. Nell's just packing up some stuff. Who are you selling it
to, Nell?
What, Lana?
Who are you selling it to?
Is that Lana?
Yes, it is Nell.
I can't. The electricity's off. I can't see you.
God, shut up, Nell. It's me, your niece.
Talk about putting a nail in the coffin, am I right? Coughing. So that's the worst Tim Allen impression. And so, which he doesn't deserve more than that. Lana asks, and Nell says, Lana, who do you think bought the Talon? None other than the man with the plan. The bald-headed beauty of Smallville.
I think Nell secretly wants to marry him.
I mean, she was already plowing Lionel. That's been established episodes ago when Lana got invited to swim at the mansion. I mean, why would Lionel be inviting just this random flower shop girl? All right, this ain't You've Got Mail, okay? Get it. Anyway.
Yes, I was too busy swallowing.
Was it called? Was her name Flower Shop Girl?
Bookshop Girl.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. She didn't have a flower shop. Although maybe it was one of those things where she's trying to protect her identity, so she didn't want to say.
I think I can talk to the new owner into maybe keeping
Lex Luthor. You say? Moving on. We go to Whitney's store, and he looks like he just walked out of a Best Buy or Sam Goodies, and he is just hating life, okay? He's got his Dockers on and a blue 3-button pullover, and he's just ready to just leave and sulk in a can of beans, okay? Maybe two at this point, you know?
Hey, Whitney. Hey, Whitney.
Hello? What? Smallville, what do you want?
I'm here to pick up something from my mom.
Oh, Jesus.
Are you okay?
Am I okay? Listen, you must think it's great living here. You got your dad's farm, and you must think living in Smallville is going to be just the freaking best thing of your life, right?
School?
Fuck you, Clark, okay?
School?
Fuck you. Listen,
It's
I lost my scholarship.
You did?
I lost it. And now I'm going to be here forever. I bet you just love that, don't you, Clark?
I'm going to
I bet you just love that. You need your goddamn milk. Ah!
to tell you to get away from the mic. Whitney, I'm going to go tell Lana.
Hey, wait. You're Whitney Fordman, aren't you? Man, I saw you pass that ball for 170 yards or something that one game. Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a good party.
He's got the all-time record for most home runs, right? And he's like, yeah, but he doesn't know about your other record. What other record's that? He's got the most strikeout record. And then when he says, "Just felt wrong not to swing."
You dork.
It's like, well, all that aside,
Hey.
you know what you should do? Come over a party, man. We got a party.
We got the chick from Lost hanging around. You know?
And Whitney's like, I don't know, man. I got to meet Daryl at Taco Bell after I close out tonight. And they're like, no.
But dude, you need to come.
Don't make them cooler than they actually are. Right? These three doofuses are not cool.
Oh, wait, here. Let's see.
And then Clark notices, what?
Hey, Whitney, you need to come over and party with us.
Make him Fred Durst.
I can't do Fred Durst.
Said every woman ever. Ba-dum bump 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 ba-dum. Ba-dum bump bump ba-da-ba-da. I'm pretty sure I stopped doing Seinfeld and started doing Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, man.
So, anyways, Clark notices, hey, those three guys have tattoos. And then Whitney's like, you know what? Maybe it would be good to just
let
blow
loose.
off some steam, you know, throw away this can of beans and open up a can of beer, all right? Because I am the god of quarters.
Yeah.
I am the god of quarters. Or does he say king of quarters?
King
of Kong. Fistful of quarters. Maybe that's what it was.
No.
And so, you know, Whitney's just hanging out at this party. He's still got his Dockers on. He's like, hey, man, whatever. You guys are cool. You guys are so effing cool, man.
Thanks, man.
You used to be like these big, like, stars here in Smallville.
Yeah.
And now you're still here. And you guys are just, you're so cool, man.
Yeah.
You're like in your mid-20s hanging out with high school kids. Like, how effing cool is that, man?
It's the coolest.
It's just so cool, my man.
It's the coolest.
Oh, my gosh. Oh,
Yeah.
my gosh. You're so cool, my man.
Hey, calm down for a second, my man.
Hey, what?
Let's go to this back room. It's all dark and mysterious.
You want to take me to the back room? What you got back here? You better not draw a penis on my face. What?
We're gonna give you a tattoo.
What? Tattoo? What is it, like, temporary?
No. It's forever. Oh, God.
What? I'm glad Lucy stopped us, because that went way too long. Way longer than it needed to.
She scared me.
Give me your leave.
Oh, God.
There you go.
She scared me.
We needed that. We needed that bit derailed. It went on way too long. way too long.
Give you a tattoo.
And so Whitney gets tattooed, right? And also Kate was walking around
Kate
from Lost.
She's walking around,
I mean,
making out with
we
the
could also say
dude.
Wasp, because I mean she is also
she is
Wasp from, you know. Apparently she sucks in real life. I don't know. I heard a thing.
Let's not worry about that thing.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we don't want to open up that can of beans with Smallville because I'm pretty sure there's plenty of bad actors on this show. Let me tell you what. We're not going to talk about any of that. All right, so, the Whitney's all tattooed. He's all hyped up on brewskis and monsters, and he's just ready because he's the king of quarters. And those three dudes are like, oh my God, Ziggy Piggy, Ziggy Piggy. They hauled him over, and he gets hit by a truck, and his head falls off. End credits. The end. That's the end. Whitney died.
Good.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Wait, what's the song? Oh my God. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me.
Time after time.
Time after time.
In memoriam, Whitney.
Whitney. No one liked him.
Forgettable.
But no, you know what? Clark or Superboy, somebody rewinds time. He gets it. Now they lean him over. Oh. He doesn't get hit by the car, or he does, but the car passes right through. That's right, assholes. This is a secret sequel to Ghost Dad, but less problematic, probably. Yeah, what? He's got the Ghost Dad disease.
What?
Yeah, and he's like, what? Ziggy Piggy? And then it turns out, this is Lost Boys. From here on, this episode is just the Lost Boys, but instead of vampires, they're intangible.
Yeah,
they're the intangibles.
That could work.
So now we're back at the hospital. Clark, Chloe's waking up, right? And he's like, Chloe. And she's like, Jesus, Clark, what do you want? Why are you so weird, Clark?
What the hell are you in here?
What's wrong with you? And he's like, well, I brought you some milk, and everybody else brought you flowers. And she's like, yeah, it looks like I own Nell's flower shop.
My favorite ones are from Lex.
Why is that?
Because they were some kind of flowers.
They look like she won the Kentucky Derby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why that
it made me feel like I won the Kentucky Derby.
And Clark's like, listen, Chloe, I'm really sorry I didn't catch you when you fell. And Chloe's like, well, Clark, you should be. You should also be apologizing that you didn't stop the Smallville fire of 1823 because you're just as responsible for that, Yeah. And he's like,
oh, you're right.
And he's like, Chloe, I saw a tattoo on a man.
Tattoos. Chloe, tattoos.
Two tattoos. They were tattoos.
Shoot. Three tattoos.
Tattoos? Tatties. Tatties. You know what I'm saying?
Don't go any further with that. I will smack you.
He's like, oh, you gotta see their tats. Ow, you hit me on the tat.
Good.
All right. So then, you know what? It's the next day. And, Whitney, again, back at it like a bad habit. But now he looks a little more disheveled because this bro is hung the F over. All right. He's got his sunglasses on. He's still wearing his Dockers, but now his blue pullover is untucked. So shit went down. All right. This shit went down last night.
I drank too much.
And Clark walks in and he's like, listen, Whitney, those guys you saw.
Bad guys, Whitney.
And Whitney's like, man, Clark, what do you know about it?
Bad.
I bet you're happy, aren't you? I bet you're going to go tell Lana just everything, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
I think Whitney just needs to kiss Clark at this point.
Yeah.
I think the sexual tension
they're secretly
is
in
so
love.
I think Whitney is secretly in love with Clark.
I don't know.
I mean,
as much as Clark just happens to stumble upon him too. I mean,
I think there's enough evidence to prove that Clark is in love with Lana, but maybe he's in love with everybody.
Maybe he's loving everybody.
Hey, whatever. Maybe you do you.
I mean, he loves Pete.
And so Clark goes to talk to Whitney about the guys, and Whitney blows him off. He blows him off.
It's
just like, don't. What?
You paused.
No, I was breathing. Whitney blows him off. What?
Stop
what? I don't understand. I don't understand what you're talking about. And I think at this point, Clark finger bangs some more logs. Let's see. Finger bangs. Logs. Lana. Okay, so now we're at... That was acting, Maggie. All of that was acting. I knew exactly where I was the whole time.
Insane.
So, John Lovitz. So Lana goes. She's giving Lex the old tour of the old Talon. All right.
And over here is where
where when the lights would flicker off and it would feel like you were back in magic time.
Yeah, and magic times where men treated women very badly.
Gone with the Wind was a great time.
Yeah. 1950s was a great time.
Yeah, shut the hell up, Lana. That's what Lex says. He says, listen, I understand that the Talon meant a lot to you, but I did not buy this to turn into the Museum of Lana. Oh. Yeah, so you know what? We're turning all this into business stuff, and this place would make a effing bitchin' parking lot. All right, let me tell you, I'm about to pave your paradise and put up a parking lot. All right, bitch. Lex out. Boom, and he just walks out. And they're like, oh my god, Austin, that slippery snake, that Austin, my god, he's dead. And then he just walks out. It flips off the camera. He's done. Right, and then Lana goes over to Clark's loft, and she's like,
Clark, Lex won't let me keep the tower as it is.
Lana?
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
I've been talking to you this whole entire time.
What? I'm sorry, but finger banging my wood over here. What he is? He's using his fingers to
stop
logs into firewood. That's what he's doing. That's what he's doing.
I'm gonna start pinching you. Anyways, I don't understand, Clark.
Well, Lana, if I know one thing, it's that bald-headed man Lex
that
loves a challenge. All right.
Oh.
Lex loves a challenge. So maybe, just maybe, he's trying to challenge you.
Challenge me into what?
To do better, bitch. Clark out! Oh my god! Clark says, know your role and shut your damn mouth.
Okay, Clark. If you say so.
Get the hell out of my barn, Lana.
Stop talking to me like that.
Listen, Lana, you would understand. It's a secret. So, Lana tells Clark about the talent. Clark says maybe it's a challenge for Legs. So then we go over to the old gang, right? The gang, they're getting ready. They're all tatted up. They got their dads up. They're like, oh, Whitney, we need some fresh blood. Hey, what's Michael?
Michael.
Michael. Join us, Michael. It's so wonderful being here, Michael. You should join us, Whitney. Join us. We want to suck your blood and get paid. So come on down to Omeletville. So they're hanging out, down the street. Just the same old thing that they, they did last week. And, they not a thing to do but talk to you, and it's all right,
Yeah.
And so, do you have any idea what that
was?
That was the 70s show theme song.
Oh.
So anyway, sorry, no, it wasn't good. Don't worry, you're not missing out on much. So now the gang. Oh, at some point the gang realized they had something really important of Lex's, and they set up a call with Lex. So we skipped over all of that.
Yeah, ransom for a floppy disk.
Lex is like cheese and crackers, and so they're like, all right, we set up the drop with the old baldy boy, and boys,
Whitney.
If we get this score, we'll never have to score again. This ain't football.
And Whitney, you're going to go with us.
Whitney, this is you.
This is you. You're going to be with us, my man.
Today, it's Lex. Tomorrow, it's Blu-ray players. from a semi.
Yeah.
Or DVD. It wasn't even Blu-ray. It was DVD players.
Let's go do some, Whitney.
Because we're family. We're Whitney. We're family.
Lex.
All right. Whitney. And what does family not do?
Run.
That's right. Family don't run. No, don't you forget it, Whitney. So then the gang and Whitney meet up with Lex, and they're in some kind of freezer, like for meats. There's a big old hook hanging there. Yeah. And then the dudes just walking through the walls, right?
But also, while they was out on the street before they got there.
Yeah.
Who was it that poked their head around the corner? Old Clarky boy.
Oh, yeah, Clarky Clark.
Huh?
I forgot.
Whitney?
Whitney is with these guys?
Whitney, what are you doing with the bad guys?
And then, Clark's like, better tell them. And so they all get in the car, put in their POD CD, and they're like, I feel so alive for the very first time. I can't deny you. I feel so alive. Because here's the thing, Maggie. They want to be hardcore, but they don't want to lose touch with Jesus. Okay, so that's why they're listening to POD. All right, because Maggie, what you don't understand is that these sins, they're payable on death. All right.
Aw, man.
That's what the POD stands for. They're like, listen, tonight we're gonna mess with Lex. Tomorrow it's youth explosion. All right, boys, let's go. As long as we pay our 10% ties on this, what we get from Legs, we're fine. All right. Now get on your Toby Mac shirts and get your skill ads, and let's do this thing, bitches. And so they're all in there with Lex, and and like one of the guys is like, guys, we've all been going through a lot tonight, and it feels like, your sin could just walk through these walls, right? It feels like you're surrounded. But what you need to remember is that Lex, even though we're robbing you right now, there's someone else who already paid that debt for you, brother.
Why are you doing that? Why? Why? Don't know.
I'm going to leave this pamphlet with you, my friend. And if you... I love how these guys went from being stupid to like miniature youth pastors in this episode. That was the biggest change that I just was shocked. I was shocked that happened, And they start playing some Reliant K, and they're like, all right, I think we did something good tonight. We're gonna just mosey on out here, but Lex, you take all the time you need, man. You just
stay here in the presence.
Lex turns around and Clark walks in. He's like, Whitney, everybody down. I'm Clark motherfucking Kent, and this here is over with. They're like, he called the fuzz on us.
But now I feel sick.
Oh, yeah, because the tattoos have meteor rock on them.
They're green.
They're like, oh, crap, the time's running out. We got to go. Oh, and Lex didn't give them the money either.
What the are you
and
doing?
Whitney, being a huge idiot, turns around when Clark says Whitney, so now we know it was Whitney. And then they leave, and then Lex is like, Clark, what the hell are you doing here? And Clark's like, I just wanted to save you. And Lex's like, brother, I've already been saved.
No, don't do this to Lex.
All right, listen.
No.
The saving that I need, you can't give me, Clark. All right, there's only one man that I need to see, Dr. Emmett Brown.
Lex, why do you sound like those people in that building?
And then he takes off his mask, and it's actually one of those guys again. It's either Dwayne or Scott or Wade.
Bad guys.
And then they run off, and then Clark finds the real Lex. He's like, God damn it, Clark, what are you doing here? He's like, I just wanted to help you, Lex.
B for bad, B for brave.
And Lex is like, listen,
brave.
The only saving that you could do is not the saving I need, Clark. All right. And then he's like, all right, enough. I'm going home. Clark, stay the hell out of my business. You don't want to get in on this, all right, Clark? And Clark's like, why? And Lex is like, listen, Clark, it's a secret. You wouldn't understand. okay? And then like 360 spins, runs away, right? Just does a solid 10-mile jog back to the mansion, all right? Because he doesn't have a phone anymore, I guess. I don't know what happened. Maybe he's wearing that killer white suit from that one episode. Who can say, okay? Not me, because it's been a few days since we watched this episode. So then,
my leg.
the gang arrives back at their little, Habitat for Humanity or whatever. And they're like, Whitney, you suck. God.
What's wrong with you, Whitney?
And they're like, God,
you piece of
Wade is like, hey, you leave Whitney alone. He got his first game jitters, okay?
He's a good boy. He's a good boy.
Listen, I saw this man. I saw him throw a pass for 340 yards, okay? I saw it. All right, he broke all kinds of records. So you leave him the hell alone, guys. Because Whitney, he saw it. And they're like, all right, fine. You know what, Whitney? We're sorry, man. They walk off.
We'll give you another chance, man.
They walk off, and then Wade's like, what the hell are you doing? You need to man up. You need to man the hell up, Whitney. All right? You got Lana over here doing God knows what with God knows who. She's been hanging out in this crusty old building called the Talon. Nobody knows.
And guess who I've seen walking out there?
Who?
Clark and Lex.
Just bing, bang, boom. All right?
Yeah.
Just one after the other, So, I don't know what we're trying to imply.
I don't know.
And then, the guys, they're talking. They're like, God, we're running out of time. Look at all these tats. All right?
We can't hold up.
They're faded. All right? Listen, man. Just like my favorite song, all these tats have faded to gray. All right? and we can't do it no more. That's why we need this fresh blood. Just like I need a fresh outpouring of the blood. All right, that's what we need.
I'm about to leave the room. Stop.
These are the bad guys. That's the funny part. All right, they suck. And so then they're like, all right, we gotta get Whitney in here. We gotta get him to do this because we're about to run out of time. Just like we're all running out of time. Time is ticking away. And so then
keeps on slipping.
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. You got a gift and you best start using it. Boom, 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 boom. And if you know you're gonna wind up using it. You ever heard of DC Talk, Maggie?
I mean, I have, but I don't listen to them religiously.
Time is ticking away. Tick, tick, ticking away. Hey, you know what? That's fine, Maggie. Some people gotta learn the hard way.
Tick
okay.
tock, tick tock.
That's for me. I'm
tick,
heaven bound.
tick,
So,
la 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 la.
is that Kesha? No, wait, Madonna.
No.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat. Take us
That's you stupid hoe.
Lady Gaga.
No.
Britney Spears.
I'm like a cat and he's stuck in a moving car. A scary conversation. Shut my eyes, can't find the brakes.
Who is it?
You don't know?
Who is it?
Don't speak.
Oh, yeah. God, I forgot Gwen Stefani existed. Sorry, that's my bad. Sorry. I mean, there's no doubt about it. So, Whitney walks. It's the next morning, and he walks into the Talon, and he's like, Lana, I got mixed up in some bad juju beans. Let me tell you, I thought I had a can of pork and beans, and now it turns out it's bad juju beans, Lana. And I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And these guys are really bad, but they're also trying to get me saved. And I just don't know what to do anymore, Lana. I don't know what to do. I just want to wear my Dockers and do these Excel spreadsheets. And now here I am getting all tatted up, and I don't know what to do, Lana. And Lana's like, I know what to do. Let's call Clark. So Clark comes over. He's like, oh, hey, Lana. Ah, shit. Whitney's here, too. Damn it. And so he's like, all right, Clark, here's what's going to happen. All right. These guys, they're real bad. They're going to try and kill Lex Luthor. All right. So we got to go. We got to find the disc and get the hell out of there and then turn it over to the police. That way the police can do their job. For once, am I right, everybody? And so, I was going to make just a freaking horrible joke. So then Whitney and Clark sneak into the old hideout of the old gang, right? And they're just in the back listening to Switchfoot and reading their daily proverbs. Okay. And so they're like, all right, we gotta be quiet. Oh, I don't think it's in here, Clark. And Clark's like, let me keep looking. He does his little X-ray. There it is. It's in the air conditioner. I was waiting for you. And you were just staring at me like, what's he doing?
I found it, Whitney.
So then he's like, man, you must have eyes like a hawk. You must have got those straight out of the hawk's talon. And so they get the disc, but then they turn around and ooh boy, all three of those dudes are there.
Son.
And then Wade fists Clark. All right, he just shoves his fist right into Clark. He's like, Clark, bam, and he fists him. Right, he just fists him really hard. He just shoves it right in.
Him,
no,
but it goes through Clark.
It goes inside of him. He shoves his fist inside of Clark.
Yeah.
He fists Clark.
You need to give
okay,
a little bit more context for
in his chest.
Okay,
all right, he just.
Context.
Just sploosh all over his chest, all right? Like, he's just right there with his fist, okay?
What is wrong with you?
I don't know what you're talking about. He just shoves it right into Clark, right? Clark's like, oh. He's like, yeah, it hurts, right? One wrong move and you're dead, Smallville. Even though they call him Clark, they don't call him Smallville. And then Whitney gets taken out back by the other two. And then Lex shows up and zap, 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 zap.
Because Clark got sick.
Yeah. And then Wade's sick. Down, right? Wade is down. And Lex is like, I'll call the police. And okay. Clark super speeds out. And just in time to see Whitney being held underneath a car. And then the other guys are like, yeah, drop the car, bro. Do it, bro.
Do it, my man.
And he's like, hey, man, before we drop this car, this is all you got left, man. This is the last moment you might have on Earth. If you died tonight, where would you wake up tomorrow? You think about that, bro. All right, let's drop the car, everybody. Drop the car. And they drop the car. And then Clark speeds over and he saves him. Right, just like the song.
Saves who?
Whitney.
Okay.
But not the other guy. The other guy's dead.
No.
He just squashed because the tattoo it faded to gray. You know?
Also, it just hit me. You know?
Get it?
I didn't mean that.
Bump, bump, bump,
it hit me, I remembered something. How Clark told Chloe how the tattoos worked.
Yeah.
And how they're running out of time.
Yeah.
And that because of the molecular structure of shit.
Their metabolism.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
So
like the Flash.
Seven completely squashing him.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he just disappeared.
Like Bug Boy? But instead of bugs, he was particles?
Yeah. They just came to my mind.
I feel like I'm listening to a Moby song right now. Like, you're just blowing my mind.
I mean,
we are all made of stars.
Because they were just going through walls.
Yeah. But then they were solid matter, though, when it wore off.
So does that mean
I guess, Maggie, here's the thing. We're all made up of tiny particles, all right?
We're all made of stars.
I mean, we're all made of atoms, right? Like, whatever. I don't know trigonometry. All right, but I know that all matter matters. All right, it's all made up of the same matter, and whether you're a mattress or whether you are a mashed potato
or a Matterhorn,
or tomater, you're made up of matter. All right, that's what I read somewhere. I heard it.
Good job.
All right, so he gets dead. He dead.
Okay.
And so Wade's dead. And so the cops take Scott and Derek. That's their names, by the way. First one said their names. And they're in the back, and Lex is like, hey, just so you know, I'll kill you if you say anything about what you saw.
Disc.
I will murder you. It doesn't matter where you are because, buddies,
I will find you.
You'll come to find that I, too, can move through walls. Lex out. If I knew any other wrestling songs, I would do that. All right. Next up, Chloe gets out of the hospital. Hey! Her and Pete and Clark, they're just walking down Main Street. They all got their beans and jars of milk, and they're just like, here we are. We're ready to roll. And Chloe's like, man, that sucked ass. And Clark's like, yeah, well, I mean, you know, you were just laying there. And she's like, no, you don't understand the large medical debt that my father is now in because the insurance system in America is just completely wrong and doesn't work at all.
But let's go pay for it.
Yeah, but imagine all the other Americans that can't afford health care. They should definitely go and make sure that their voice is heard this November. Like, what? What was that, Chloe? And they're like, I don't know. It just felt like the thing to say. Maybe other rights are on the line, you know, maybe human rights, women's rights, you know, all that stuff. So you should just go. You should make sure you vote, you know. Chloe, this is getting really weird and really out of character. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. And she's like, yeah, just, you know, you should go vote. It doesn't matter if it's the presidential election or the Senate or the House or, you know, governor. I mean, even local races matter, you know. So you should just make sure your voice is heard in November 2022.
But Chloe, it's not the year 2022.
Oh shit, you're right.
We could be dead by then.
I gotta go find out more about these tattoos. Peace! And she's 360 spins and just kick flips and she's gone off into the ether, right? She's just gone. So then we get back into the Talon, right? And Lana, once again, we're seeing the same scene play out, but this time Lana has some PowerPoints printed off.
Has a portfolio made.
Yeah. And she's like, listen here, I used Google. I used Ask Jeeves. All right. I asked Jeeves and he said this is a sound plan if we revitalize the downtown area.
I used the paperclip on Microsoft Word for my research.
Clippy?
Yes.
Hot damn.
And he told me I can make this into a historical building. And all the cities around us are revitalizing their downtown areas to bring in more people. And that's what Clippy told me.
And Clark's like, oh, I tried to use Clippy, but it just kept saying, do you mean fisting? No results found. No results found.
Lex is like, oh, well, you did a lot of research. Lana, you did a great job.
You got yourself a goddamn deal.
You got yourself a deal. And also that she would help Nell out, figure out how she could take over managing crap.
And I believe this is the beginning of a beautiful partnership. The end.
Wink.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Smallville. Roughly episode
chopped up.
Yeah, chopped up, spit up.
Smallville. Yeah. Chopped.
Anything you want to say about this episode before we go into our other segments here?
No, this one went really crazy.
I was really surprised at the overt evangelical segments in this.
That's what I was looking at you what is going on?
I mean, like, in the episode is crazy. I mean, I guess in a post 9/11 world, like, I guess people were just really searching for stuff and they just really shoehorned all that into Smallville this episode because all of that actually happened in the episode. All of that actually happened. Don't go back and watch the episode. Take our word for it. All of that was in there. I think, doesn't it end with the 3 dudes going to Chick-fil-A? All right. Moving into segments. Moving into our segments. Countdown to Billy. It's the countdown to Billy. 78 weeks until Billy gets here. Only 78 weeks to go.
Oh, now, will I be in here? Or?
We got 78 weeks to figure it out. I don't know. Maybe a Zoom call. Maybe he'll be a third chair. You'll be here.
Okay.
He is a guest. Damn it.
You know what?
He is just a guest.
I got a I don't know what to say.
Portfolio.
A portfolio 2%. How about this?
Okay.
Billy's here in person
Okay.
in my chair.
And you're on Zoom
I'm on Zoom and somewhere inside that
with
house.
a bottle of rosé. Nah.
I'm sitting in the bathtub.
So we'll just do audio only.
Yeah.
Okay. Like you're fully clothed. You're just drinking in the bathtub.
Yeah, I'm drinking in the bathtub. I got a pillow and blankets in there too.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. All right. This has been the countdown to Billy. Jesus. Man, if I really like had the fortitude, I would get the clip of Jim Carrey going, "Oh, Billy!" Like that's what would play. But I'm not gonna do that. Like, let's be real, it's not gonna happen.
You hear that, Billy? Your own brother's not gonna do that for you.
Love you, Billy. All right, so moving on, let's talk about our freak of the week.
Major Funky.
All right, we got Wade Mahoney, Derek Fox, and Scott Bowman, and I thought a lot about it.
They're the three horsemen.
No, they're AKA. This is great. This works perfectly. Okay. They're AKA the tattooed teenaged alien fighters from Smallville. Give me the applause. Come on. How perfect is that? They're tattooed. They're teenaged. They are fighting Clark, who is an alien.
How many people understand this
Smallville.
reference?
It doesn't matter. I get it.
I get it.
And guess what? I'm get to say this for the next 10 weeks while we're doing the rest of this season. I get to bring up tattooed teenage alien fighters. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. So our current ranking of the freaks of the weeks. So far, number 1, Superboy. Number 2, Jitters. Number 3, Cassandra and Harry Lloyd. Number 4, Coach. After 20 years. Number 5, Phelan 360. And number 6, Bob and Kyle. I don't know.
Bob and Kyle. Kyle.
Look at all the names on here. I think it's because it's just so normal. Their names are just Bob and Kyle. Number 6, Bob and Kyle. Number 7, Flana. Number 8, Jody Melville. Number 9, Rose Cream. Number 10, Heat Sucking Horn Dog. Number 11, Freakazoid. Number 12, The Bug Boy. So, where, Maggie, are you thinking we should put the tattooed teenage alien fighters from Smallville? We can go one by one if you want to.
I'm just going to go ahead and spit it out.
Okay.
I think they should be above Flana.
Ooh. Huh. That's a little bit higher than I was expecting.
Oh, really?
I mean, I think they're definitely better than Rose Cream.
Yeah, definitely.
But then we get Jody Melville and Flana. Like, these doofuses just are the worst. You know, like, they're three, let's be real, they're three douchebags. They don't bring anything to the table.
3 high school has-beens.
One of them lost an arm.
Yeah.
And, like, they didn't do anything with it. Like, they didn't do anything with that part of the story. They could have made him, you know, sympathetic or, like, no. They're just, these are, like, just henchmen, and for some reason they were given a full episode, you know?
Yeah.
I would say, I mean, at least Jody Melville was sympathetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know. And their power, they can walk through walls. I mean, that's about as lame as being invisible from Rose Cream. You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, you tell me why you think that they're better than Flana.
I don't know. I was just thinking about Bob Kyle.
I mean, their name, honestly, the name that I gave them does make them higher in my mind. Even though it has nothing to do with them. I'm gonna say below Jody Melville, but I'm willing to concede to wherever you want to put them.
Yeah, their powers are mediocre. Yeah, let's tattoo up some bigger rocks. Let's liquefy some rocks. How in the hell did you even do that to begin with?
It's a secret. You wouldn't understand.
You know how to liquefy rocks?
Yeah, you just get the magic bullet.
I want to pinch you so hard right now.
Just said it.
I want to pinch you.
That's not even the magic bullet.
I know,
that
it's
was
not.
Showtime rotisserie.
I say below Jody Melville.
Below Jody Melville, your new number 9 is the TTAFFS. Wait, we didn't. Number 1, your new ranking.
Sorry.
Number 1, Superboy. Number 2, Jitters. Number 3, Cassandra and Harry Lloyd. Number 4, Coach. Number 5, Phelan 360. Number 6, Bob and Kyle. Number 7, Lana. Number 8, Jody Melville. Number 9, the TTAFFS.
Number 9, Rose Cream. Number 10, Heat Sucking Horn Dog. Number 11, Freakazoid. And number 12, Bug Boy.
Oh, no, you didn't.
What?
You have to go up because I haven't fixed all the rest of the numbers. So number 10, Rose Cream. Number 11, Heat Sucking Horn Dog. Number 12, Freakazoid. Number 13, Bug Boy. The Bug Boy. All right. Let's move into No Flights, No Tots. Did they break the rule this week? Maggie Bryant, what do you think? Did they break the rule of No Flights, No Tots this week?
No. There were no flights. There were no tots. So no.
Yeah, I'm not even going to bother arguing with you.
The only person that went flying was Chloe.
Straight out the window. I got him. Bump, 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 bump. It's really loud. All right, let's move into DC references. You're part of a bigger world. You just don't know it yet.
You become part of a bigger universe. You just don't know it.
There's a shit ton.
There's only 5. All right, so
Looks like a whole paragraph.
Whitney remarks Clark trying to be a Boy Scout to him, referring to Superman's nickname, the Big Blue Boy Scout. I think this is one of several times we've established that. All right, buckle up. While Chloe survived, this episode shows one of the first occasions that Clark failed to save someone. His guilt, despite being repeatedly told that it is not his fault, is reminiscent of the behavior of Superman in almost all adaptations, feeling that with his incredible powers, he should be able to save everyone, and is always struck by his conscience when he could not.
Uh-huh.
I'm not saying it again.
You like went lower.
I was trying to save
your
my breath. All right. Chloe says, quote, Clark Kent, investigative reporter, has a nice ring to it. If you like it, they just trying to put a ring on it. Lex says, Clark, you can't save the world. All you'll end up with is a messiah complex and a lot of enemies. Again, Lex, batting 1,000. 100% correct.
For
Just
himself.
always. No, I mean, with Superman.
The Messiah complex doesn't like.
He thinks he has to save everyone. Did we not establish? Did we not do enough establishing for this during this episode?
So evangelical.
Evangelican.
Evangelican.
Yeah. You know, that anime about the robots or something.
Evangel.
What?
Evangel.
Evangelican.
There's no C in it.
Evangelion? Evangelion. Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts. Hearts on fire. Fire.
And ice.
Walk. Walk the line. Line.
Up.
Lex is revealed to be the buyer of the talent in this episode. I don't think that's really a DC reference, but I have it listed here. Evangeline. That's really her name. It's just the fact that we spent like 30 seconds trying to say the word Evangelion, and her name is Evangeline. Evangeline Lilly, who has an uncredited appearance as Wade's girlfriend in a brief scene, also appears as an extra in the episodes Visage, Visage, Visage,
Visage, I guess.
Rosetta, Accelerate, and Delete.
All Smallville episodes?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
She is Kate from Lost. She's also in that robot fighting movie. Not Evangelion.
Hugh Jackman movie.
The huge jacked man
Yeah.
movie.
She also plays this thing that flies around.
The Bee.
Yeah.
Bee movie. You like jazz? All right. Speaking of jazz, let's get into the talent mix.
Hey, I like these guys. Yeah. Remy Zero!
I'll wake our kid up.
Set It Off by POD.
God.
That's what set this episode off, was this damn song being played at the beginning. All right. That's why. That's
Sorry, I
why.
keep on kicking
No, you're
you.
fine. That's why everything that came up in this episode. That's why. It's because of freaking POD. New World Order by One Side Zero. That's their whole. It's one word. One Side Zero.
New World Order.
1 a.m. by Beautiful Creatures. I feel like Beautiful Creatures have been on this list before. I Want to Make You Yell by Sucker Pump. And lastly, the final song, when Lana is selling the Talon, or getting the Talon from Lex. Perfect Memory by Remy Zero. Who would have thought they had a second song?
Who would have thought?
I never thought. All right. Next time on Smallville, episode 14, Zero.
Zero.
Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you. This episode has been being set up for like 5 episodes now.
Okay.
It's called Zero. Maggie, what do you think? Based solely off of the title, what do you think this episode is about?
Zero. Hero.
So you think it's about Disney's Hercules?
Yes.
Who put my hair out? Remember when a few years ago, everybody's baby was named Tom, and everybody else's baby was Kyle?
Wow. You pain and panic.
That's Bobcat Goldthwait.
Huh?
That's his name. You know, he was in Scrooge.
I know.
Don't touch that doll!
The echo.
All right,
Hey, I meant
what,
to say
what,
this
what,
earlier.
What?
That the main dude's tattoo.
Yeah.
One of them's a diamond.
Oh, the Superman symbol.
In the shape of it.
That means it stands for school.
It stands for school.
Wait, was it really in the Superman diamond?
Yeah. Like, it was a diamond. Like,
Yeah.
But, like...
Diamond in the rough. That actually
like-
sounded just like it.
Yeah. It looked like, a gem.
Yeah.
You know, but, like, it was in the shape of the super.
Oh, like a Chaos Emerald.
Yeah.
Oh.
A diamond in the rough.
Jesus. Next time, Gadget.
Next time!
I feel like I sound like Megatron. Megatron.
Yeah.
Decepticons.
Eddie.
I am Soundwave. Me.
Me.
Ape. Strong. Together. That's a pre-show reference. All right, everybody. Speaking of pre-show, we're getting ready to the post-show. So head over to patreon.com/hopefullyawesome if you'd like to check that out. If you are watching this on YouTube, please feel free to leave a comment and a thumbs up. That helps us grow. You can also listen to us on podcast services. Should be available on all of them. Let us know if you can't find it. I don't know what Maggie's doing, but we keep going. We also would appreciate any ratings on the podcast services, any reviews. We appreciate that. And hey, if you're doing it on one, why don't you go do it on the other? You know, just push play, go do your taxes or something, you know, and then come back and it's fun, you know, maybe.
Do taxes right now.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
God.
Hey, man, no judgment here. You know, whatever you got to do. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for us, everybody. Next week, we will be back. We've got our Thor Love and Thunder review on the Hopefully Awesome show. And we also have, of course, next week's episode of Smallville entitled Zero. But until then, thanks for watching. And as always,
have a hopefully awesome day.
bye.
Bye-bye.
Gadget. I'll get you, Optimus Prime.
I'll get you, Gadget.
How long are we going to do this before we go into the post show?
Goodbye.
Bye!